All right, moving right along. Up next, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who are 3-5, taking on the Green Bay Packers, who are 7-2. The Packers are home and favored by 3.5 points. The over/under is 49. The Packers defense has really shown up this year. The Packers have allowed 17 points or fewer in 5 games this season. It should be noted that the home team has won every game between the Seahawks and Packers since 2010, and the Packers are home in this matchup. The big storyline in this game will be if this marks the return for Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, or both. We don't have a definitive answer to those at this moment, but news seems to indicate that both QBs are trending in the right direction. Also, wanted to note that the Seahawks are coming off a bye week, and since 2013, the Seahawks are 6-2 following the bye week. The two teams that they lost to were Arizona and Arizona. They're 6-0 against everyone else. So, Jake, what are you thinking? Seahawks Packers.
So my pick is totally predicated on if Aaron Rodgers is playing, which I believe he is. He just kind of has to pass some health protocols, make sure that he's ready to go as far as cardio, his heart, everything like that. But I think I listened to his interviews this week and this weekend, which were national interviews and made every single news outlet, which was very interesting and fun for me to watch because I absolutely love Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. So that was hilarious for me to be a fan of that and watch that whole thing go down. But yeah, I'm going to take the Packers on this one just because I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back. I know I also think Russell Wilson is coming back. It sounds like he's cleared for football activities. And so I'm sure that dude's been running 2-minute drills for the past 4 weeks. So he's ready to go play some football. So my picks have both the starting quarterbacks in. So I'll take the Packers on this one. The over-under is where I'm struggling right now because the Packers defense has actually looked a lot better than I expected them to only hold the Chiefs. I know the Chiefs aren't playing great right now, but a Patrick Mahomes led Chiefs to only hold them to 13 points. That's pretty impressive to me. So I think I'm going to lean the under. It's a game that could easily go over. I'll probably get bit in the ass on this one, but I'm going to lean the under on this one. I'm going to take the Packers. As far as fantasy standards go, especially if Aaron Rodgers is back, you're starting everybody, the usual suspects. You're starting Aaron Jones. I actually like Aaron Rodgers a lot in this matchup. Devontae Adams. I also like Randall Cobb a lot. I think there are better options. If you have better options, definitely go the better options. But if you're looking for a touchdown upside, Randall Cobb has, especially with Aaron Rodgers being quarterback, has been used a lot in the 10 and the red zone. So if you need a touchdown upside play, I wouldn't mind throwing him out there if you needed a play. But that's more of a deep option for you. As far as Seahawks go, especially with Russell getting back, DK and
Tyler Lockett.
Wow, that was a big draw. So yeah, DK and Tyler Lockett on that side, especially with Russell Wilson coming back. Love those plays. As far as their running backs go, because Chris Carson is cleared to return this week, I guess you could start Chris Carson. I'm not as enthused by that play just because I think it's going to be more of a running back by committee, especially the first week back from an injury that quite a few of us thought that he wouldn't necessarily come back from. So yeah, pay attention to how the Seahawks are going to run their backfield. I think it could start leaning more towards a running back by committee, but DK and Tyler Lockett, go ahead and throw both those guys out, especially with Russell back. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Yeah, I take it back, especially if Aaron Rodgers is in. I'm going to go the over on this one.
Flip your pick. All right. I thought we were going to be different. I'm taking the Packers and I'm taking the over. Personally, I do have a little bit more faith in Chris Carson. From the sound of it, it looks like he's not dealing with any discomfort anymore. And considering it's a neck injury, that's really all you can do is pain manage, and that's about it. If you're not feeling that pain anymore, you're probably going to be back to your normal workload. So I see it kind of more in the same light as we saw, for the example, the Bears, David Montgomery, he was injured for a long time, came right back into his role, getting like 85 or so percent of the snaps. So I think the same is going to happen for Chris Carson. So I'm fine with you playing Chris Carson. I don't necessarily know if there's going to be a huge upside because I do think that the Packers are going to be winning this one. So I think Russell Wilson is going to be throwing a lot, but that's great news for DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And Tyler Lockett, I know, has been riding hot on people's benches with Russell Wilson out of the equation. Personally, I know a lot of people have been holding on to Russell Wilson this entire time. Wouldn't mind if you played him just because it is a high over under. And I do think that he's going to be down. So I do think that he's going to be throwing. So not necessarily the best option in the world at quarterback, but definitely a decent one. And then you nailed it on the Packers side. Personally, I would not start Randall Cobb unless I was in a really deep league. For me personally, I was the benefactor of the Randall Cobb game where, oh, there's no other wide receivers. Let me pick up Randall Cobb, play him. Great. Got me 2 touchdowns. Drop next week. So that's kind of where I view Randall Cobb is he was good for that one specific instance, but I don't see him hitting a lineup of mine anytime soon again. But I agree with you and your picks. I'm taking Green Bay. I'm taking the over. Thank you for listening to this little highlight of the 2 Minute Drill podcast. If you want to follow along to other games, here's a playlist for you. If you want to listen to the show in its entirety, show links are in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.